Hi guys, welcome to Shed Cam, and today we're going to be going over my Kawasaki KLF300 quad bike. Picked this up, well I bought 3 of them actually, 3 of the exact same bike in same sort of condition for just over $1,400. Now, as you can see, she's a little rough. This thing over here, this one's reading over 9,000 Ks. It's a fair bit for a quad. Pretty sure these are a 2009 model. But let's just say in those 12 years, this thing has really seen some hard work. It's been living out on the farm. You can see here, just pretty bad rust, really all over, especially in there. Now I'm hoping the rust isn't too bad. As you can see there, that's just broken off from the rust. Hopefully the rust isn't going to be too bad throughout the entire frame. Some stuff that I can fix. Now these things, they do run, but run is rather putting it lightly. It starts, but it runs really poorly, and it's just really rough. This exhaust muffler here, seen better days. It's paper thin. The rust has really just got into it. On this side you can see there's just holes everywhere. See there? Turn the light on. Just holes there. And because of that, all the baffles are blown out and it's really loud. It's pretty unfortunate. Hopefully I can just buy a 250 300cc muffler, put that in there, and quiet it down, make it look much better, make it sound much better. This is the second one that I bought. This was the other one that I bought. This one's got really nice tires on it. Really nice grip on them. This one runs and idles fine. Except one problem. The front brakes are locked on all the time. And if you go over here, it's just really tough. You can't move it. These front brakes are just seized on there. But this one runs and idles fine. The previous owner has put a full-size sort of car muffler on here. See there. And to be fair, it doesn't sound too bad. Nice and quiet, it idles really nice. That one's not too bad. If you come over here, this is the third one. This is probably the roughest one. This one here, it's quite bad. It's missing a front rack, wheel, it's flat. Hopefully I can fix that. It's got some interesting tires on the front here. I think they're too small, which is bringing this entire front, having it sit on an angle like that. This one here, again, serious rust, but it's a bit worse onto the frame there. And this one doesn't really run at all. This here, this back rack's also really badly. It's also cracked there. So yeah, I'm going to be working on these two in different video series. But for now, we're going to get working on the first one. So we're just going to have a look around here. Pop the seat off. Have a look in there. I'm going to have to do something with the seat. It's got a big strip in it there. That's the same with this quad here. I recently rebuilt this one. You can see that in the video up there. Put a link to it there. But you can see here, ripped. Not too good. But at least this one, the foam isn't all destroyed. I like that one. See here, foam sort of gorged out, which is a bit unfortunate. Anyways, moving on to here. Here we have the battery, airbox, air pipe, and then the carburetor just sitting in there. Pop this off, have a look in here. That's the lid. It's the air filter there. This battery, I think it's too small just because of those big gaps on the side there. Probably change that, but that battery, I've tried charging it up and it's stuffed, which is a bit of a pain because I'm going to have to buy new ones. Just an indicator of how well these have been used and how long they've been riding on these. Like, you can see these hand grips. See there, there used to be tread there, a bit of a grip material, but it's just rubbed away into like a smooth thing. It's just a lot of use. Right, so now we're going to get working on this. So if you've seen other videos, you'll know that first thing I always do is I remove the plastics, get that all off, and then I move on to the smaller parts like taking the airbox out, battery, handles, all the little stuff, and then the engine comes out, and then I'll take suspension apart, get it right down to the frame, and then I'll sandblast the frame and paint everything up from there, and then assemble it back together. So hopefully this thing comes out really, really nice. Just another thing that I really like about these quads. So notice on the back here, got a little lever on the diff, and this is actually an unlocking differential. A lot of these quads don't really have unlocking differentials, it's just a fixed locked rear diff. Because of this differential, you get 2 rear drum brakes, which is really nice, considering that the front brakes on this don't currently work. Alright, so I'm going to get working, I'm going to take these racks off, and then I'm going to start removing all the plastics, move on from there. So I got the front and rear racks off, and damn, was that a lot more work than I anticipated. The screw that, or the bolt that went in there, it's all corroded away, and it just wouldn't come out and just snapped eventually. So that's a pain, because now I've got to try and mill it out at this hole here. See there. That's where it is. I've got to try and get this out somehow. Because there's a lip on it, I should be able to get it out a bit easier, but yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start just removing all the little plastic parts, everything, and then we'll be able to have a better look at the rust and the frame and get an idea how much work we've got to do. Right, so I've got the rear end plastics off, that's in there. Pretty dirty. And boy am I surprised. Sorry for the sarcasm, but boy, there's a lot of rust here. I hope that the rust that's here isn't going to be too much of a problem. Like these shocks even, there's pretty bad rust on these as well. And they feel pretty bad when you press down on the back. But I should be able to replace these with some cheap eBay shocks and should do the job if I have to. Like I mentioned before, there's holes on the side of the muffler here, but on the top, that's really bad. See here, we can see the entire exhaust system running along here. It's quite bad rust on this. That's also loose. Also see a bit better on this engine here. You can see over here we've got some oil cooling lines or oil lines that are running through here. They run behind there, down to there. And I'm cleaning the engine up, I'll be careful of those, not to break them. You can see the airbox here. Little heat guard there. That's a very big airbox in my opinion for something this size. I'm not quite sure why it's so deep. If you know the reason why these boxes are so deep, let me know in the comments section below. But yeah, that's the back. That's the back there. Now we're going to move on to getting the front off. I'm a bit worried because the bolts that you need to get off this, to get this off, you can see they're very corroded. I'm trying to leave these on attached to this, just because these bolts are also very corroded, and I'd prefer not to break them off and just leave them as they are. so I had to stop the video for a bit just because I was running into a bit of issues trying to get these front plastics off. Eventually, after a lot of pain and effort, finally got them off. There were bolts holding this onto there and they were so badly rusted. It had just become one big rusty thing. It just definitely wasn't coming off, so I just had to cut them off. And I have a very bad angle grinder, so I had to charge it up and try and cut them off a bunch of different times, keep charging it. It's very painful, but got it done in the end. So now I'm just going to go ahead, pull these off. Take these off. There we go. Right. That's about it. Moved all the plastics, got everything off. In the next video, we're going to go ahead and we're going to further disassemble this, start taking out air boxes, batteries, wiring harnesses, you name it, all that sort of stuff. And then we'll move on to the engine. Once the engine's all painted up, the frame's all painted up, it's all put it back together, and then we should be done. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, it would mean a lot. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video because we're going to be doing a lot more on this. And thanks for watching.